So a big lead for Scott Waites, 5-1. First to 7 will be the winner. But Waites, we know, has been a comeback kid himself, and we've seen big comebacks in finals before. 2007, Martin Adams was leading 6-0 against the late Phil Nixon, and it went to 6-all before Adams clinched it. So, Scott Waites with the darts, he just needs 2 more sets, and he's home and dry to regain the title that he won in 2013.
New 100. Referee for the rest of this final. 2 sets or more. Anthony Dundas takes over. Proud moment for him.
100.
Now, just in case you're thinking this is definitely done and dusted, 2 things. Number 1, that 2007 final that you mentioned, John. And the other thing is, I was talking to Jeff just before this final, and he said, I know I will win, and I know I will win whatever the score. It will happen for me, whether it happens from 6-0 down, from 5-0 down. I know it's going to happen for me. It's just a case of when. That title has my name on it, he said.
Well, it's a good mindset, but he's got a lot to do. And Scott Waites has been getting the finishes when he needs them, and 5-1. It would be a mighty comeback if he were to come back and win this one.
That 1-6-1 before the break will have helped.
140.
And it is happening just now.
He's come back throwing well. Waites is on a finish, though, on the throw, 161. And 121 is a very makeable checkout, and Smith's going to have an opportunity to do that now.
45. Jeff, you require 121.
Treble 17 he's going for first, so treble 18 for Bull. No, can't take it out, so chance for Scott, and 116.
Scott, you require 116.
This is to hold his throw. He's under real pressure. He probably has to take this. Treble 20 would leave double 18 now.
98.
He's missed it.
It's not been great on double 18s, Scott Waites. So, how about this? 2 more darts at double 16 for a break. 1 at double 8, must hit it. Does hit it!
That's a big dart, Vassos. Big dart for Smith, and he gets the first break. And the crowd delighted. They want to see a match. As ever, they've come in party mode.
45.
In their fancy dress. I've seen Star Wars characters. I've seen bananas. You name it, they're all out there. Fancy headdress.
125.
But above all, they want to see a quality darts match.
Don't we all?
100.
I know it's been said before during the week, but it really is good to see Scott Waites throwing well again after his injury problems
46.
and losing form completely over the last couple of years. It's good to see him back.
If you're just joining us, he had shoulder problem,
140.
which was hampering him. He had an operation and he feels 100% again.
It was the rotator cuff, is the technical term, and as anybody who's had that knows, it is mighty painful.
100.
Yep, back in the treble for Jeff Smith. He'll believe it's happening now.
140.
Come back looking good after this break. And Scott Waites, although he's 5-1 ahead, he still has to get to that finishing line. And Smith's on a finish now, 76 to go 2-0 up.
Has 6 darts at it if he needs them. Shouldn't think he will. Tops. Yes!
Yes, that's game shot on the second leg. Jeff Smith.
This is the Jeff Smith
Game on.
we've come to know and love.
Well, he's played so well, hasn't he, during the week? Very composed, and finishing has been what has really
40.
carried him through the tournament. He's got big checkouts when he's needed them and seems so unflappable. And if ever those qualities are going to be brought to the fore now, this has to be the moment.
83.
Let's see how Scott's throw holds up under a little bit of pressure. He's just lost 5 legs in a row. He's only had 2 darts at a double during those legs. It's not a bad response, is it?
No, solid 140. The old Tin Man's keeping well oiled there.
85.
Not much danger of him seizing up.
$40.
The Waites fans, and there are plenty of them, just a little bit worried that their man has just gone off the boil a little here.
93.
Seen one or two of his mates around who I'd not seen since he won the Grand Slam in Wolverhampton back in 2010. That was a night.
60.
Wasn't a bad night when he won the World Championship 3 years ago.
No, absolutely not.
Utterly dominant that year.
He's a good player. He's got a lot of respect in the sport as well. People know that when he gets into
100.
top gear, that Waites can really motor. But Smith's on a finish again. Going to be throwing for the set.
60. Jeff, you
So,
require 140.
140 for 5-2. No. Not this time.
60.
But this
Scott, you require
161 is
161.
must hit, you feel, for Scott Waites if he's to stay alive in this set.
Could be. That's a good first start. And can't get it now, so Smith's going to come back.
97.
Looking at the 20s.
Jeff, you require 80.
And looking to make it 5 sets to 2.
So another 20 for tops. This is for 5-2.
40.
Oh dear. Now,
Scott, you require
Waites, having looked
64.
for all the world as though he's going to lose this leg, and with it the sets, now has 64 to make it 2-1. 16s he's looking at. Another one. Now double 16. Studying
48.
concentration, but it's just not there.
Jeff, you require
Doors
40.
ajar.
Go on then. 2 10s. 2 5s for the set.
30.
Oh, the
Scott,
Canadian
you require
fans and those
16.
back home take a big gulp as Waites now steps forward with double 8. Well, that missed by a distance, didn't it? Andy knows it, shakes his head in disbelief. Double 4,
Yes,
that's more like
shot
it.
down the third leg. Scott Waites.
2-1, but it was only a hold of
Fourth
throw.
leg, Jeff,
So
to
Smith
throw first.
still has the
Game
throw,
on.
still has the darts for the set.
This is a big leg. Must hold here, you feel, to have
62.
any chance of coming back. He was 5-0 down. He won the 6th set
100.
with a 161 check out in the bullseye. Came back out and had 4 darts to win the 7th set, missed them all.
Some
41.
indifferent darts again from Smith. Scott's dad Clive is here, I know, somewhere out there in the crowd. He's a nervous man when his son's playing. He'll be following and feeling
59.
every dart that Waites is throwing.
As I'm sure will Jeff's family back home in Canada. Jessica, Natasha, Kieran, his kids, and his wife
58.
Rachel.
And most of New Brunswick, I should imagine, and quite a few other places as well.
I am told that the tides in New Brunswick do odd
60.
things, and you never know. The tide in this darts match might be about to do something a bit funny, but if it is, this one could do with hitting the treble 20.
140.
More like it.
Not on the finish though.
That's 2 in, he's coming down the board.
139.
She's a Scott Waites fan. She was looking a bit gloomy a few minutes ago. Now she's got a big grin on her face. 143 is a makeable checkout.
65.
See if he can do it.
Scott, you require 143.
Treble 20s to start, not this time. Chance for Jeff then on 135 when he steps
93.
back to the oche. This
Jeff,
is
you
set
require
point again.
135.
Let's see then. Jeff, you've been taking this sort of finish. Not now though. Good dart.
79. Scott, you require 50.
To level this set. Double 16 for Scott Waites. There it
Yes,
is.
that's been shot down the
And
fourth
he
leg.
has the darts.
Scott Waites.
Smith knows he's missed opportunities
Fifth leg. Scott
to have won this one.
first. Game on.
And Waites is now back in the box seat. This leg will send one of them, either Waites 6-1 up or Smith to 5-2. Massive for Smith this.
140.
Great start, terrific start. Very difficult to break against that sort of throwing.
60.
I wonder if he still believes, Jeff Smith. I wonder if he still believes it's going to happen. It's one thing saying it before the match, but does he believe now, having missed those 4 darts for 5-2?
Well, that's back-to-back 140s. And a nod from Scott Waites, who knows that he's moving in and producing the darts that he needs. Great response. Smith's 4th maximum and the 8th of the match so far. But Waites still with the advantage.
121.
3-1. Well, 2 140s rather, and a 1-2-1 leaves Scott Waites poised on 100 to move to within a set of his 2nd world title.
Could be an 11-darter. This treble 20 once. He's got it. This is for an 11-darter double tops.
60.
So he doesn't take it out, but with Smith on 204, Waites will return.
Lucy, you saw his girlfriend, is fancying this. She thinks it's done and dusted.
140.
And if he takes this out,
40.
you won't find many to disagree with her. 2 more. Yes, there it is. It is 6-1.
Scott Waites.
He was saying yesterday this match is going to be all over by 7:30, Scott Waites. It is now 7:20, so he's just about on schedule.
Is there any way back from here for Jeff Smith?
Waites has won this one comfortably without really
45.
producing his A game. He's well capable of throwing up towards the 100 mark. His average 87, but it's not about averages, of course, when you get to a big final like this. It's about whose nerve prevails in the pressure situations, and Scott Waites has been okay.
Yeah, he's hit the big doubles, hasn't he? The ones he's needed to.
He hit him hard early, didn't he? And sailed into that early advantage. First 2 or 3 sets, I think, were key, because Smith never really settled and he's not been able to come back.
Scott hit
95.
3 doubles out of 3 to win the first set against the darts, and after that, Jeff's scoring just deserted him.
85.
Only got a couple of chances at doubles for the next 2.5 sets.
Well, he's got to hold his throw here, goes without saying. And he's doing well. That's 2 in the trebles, and that's 3 in the trebles, his 5th maximum. Leaving himself 30, and Waites well back, so he's in a good place in this particular leg.
100. Jeff, you
No finish for Waites.
2 15s. That wasn't close. It's getting closer.
15.
Wrong way.
Oh dear. Now Scott, 186. That's only a single. That's the one he's looking for, and that
121. Jeff, you require 15.
Under pressure now. Double 6 he's left. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Nerves, Vassos,
Scott, you require
nerves.
65.
And Scott Waites now coming with 65. This to win a leg, which in all honesty, he shouldn't be winning. Well, that's 50, 15, double 6 now.
59.
Bit unlucky with that centre
Jeff,
ball,
you
I guess.
require 12.
Although if you're going to go for it, you can't call yourself unlucky if you hit it. There's
Yes,
the
that's
double
good
6.
shot. On the first leg.
Centre ball,
Chestnut.
bull, of course.
Check
The
the
purists
leg,
would say there's no such thing as a centre ball, but you know what I mean. He was looking for the 25. But Smith takes it, and that's the important thing for him. On his throw, he's done what's required. If it goes with throw all the way, then it'll be a Smith set.
100. $43.
So they've both been broken a few times. during this match.
100.
Waites 4 times, Smith 6. But looking at those percentages, you wouldn't think that there'd be a 5-set gulf between them. But it's who hits the key
60.
doubles.
I mean, the stats don't really tell the story. It's just a case of Waites getting key checkouts when he needs them. And I guess that's the big match experience. He's been
55.
up there before, done it, and knows how to get across the winning line.
4 legs.
Jeff Smith's in new territory.
Yeah, 4 legs the difference, 18 and 14. But 5 sets is the difference.
140.
Well, it underlines it. He's done it when he needs to.
Exactly.
97.
Well, he's on a finish. Smith a give for a 140 here. Needs another one. No, not there. He's on a finish, but not where he'd have wanted to be. And Waites can't take it out, so Smith will get an opportunity here to take one against the throw. He'd raise the roof if he found a way of getting 158.
158.
Treble 19. Can't be done now. They go for the bull here.
He's been one of the big bets with the bookies this week, as Smith backed all the way in from 33 to 1 at the beginning of the tournament, but now Waites double 6 to square up the set. Surely this time. Can't get much better markers than that. Oohs and ahs. Oh dear. And Scott can see the funny side of it.
Jeff, you require 32.
Might not see it if it continues with Smith bouncing back. Double 8. 4s.
28.
Well, that is a glaring opportunity missed.
Scott, you require
Well,
12.
that is this match in summary.
Yep, it encapsulates what it's been all about. Scott's not too wild about what's going
Thank
on.
you.
Having a laugh, which is probably the best way to deal with it. He's got it.
That's game shot on the second leg. Scott Waites.
Years ago, you know, that's what Eric Bristow used to go. They used to goad him and boo him and shout him, and he'd turn round and say, come on, man, give me some more. And then he'd turn round and get the dart. It's part of what darts is about.
60.
It needs showmen.
Well, the lakeside crowd are determined to enjoy themselves, even if the final isn't what they'd hoped for. They always hope for a close one.
121.
And Scott Waites could afford to enjoy himself, leading 6-1.
Absolutely.
Remember, it's a race to 7.
100.
He is 2 legs away from his 2nd world title, this man.
It's all with throw at the moment, though. Treble had put Smith under a bit of pressure, but
60.
he can't find it. And exasperated.
Proud Yorkshireman Scott Waites turns 39 next week.
Pride of Huddersfield.
Be a nice early birthday present, wouldn't it?
45.
The world title and the £100,000 winner's cheque.
Harold Wilson territory, wasn't it, once upon a time? Good darts.
135.
He's on a finish now, Smith, 106.
30.
Well,
Jeff,
Waites
you require
isn't.
106.
He's not on a finish, so Smith's got 6 from here.
Double 18 he's left to hold his throw.
88.
Here.
And again, he grimaces as another double goes missing. Double 9 when he comes back.
99.
Waites is on
Jeff,
a finish
you
now,
require
so the
18.
pressure just starts to ramp up.
That's the 10th dart at a double he's missed this
Yes,
set.
that's good shot on the third leg. Jeff Smith.
In just
From
2.5 legs. But
Game on.
he does find the double 9 that he needs to move ahead again in this 8th set.
You talked about his belief and about
140.
his sense of destiny, if you like. Well, he's got to keep that. He's got to maintain that and keep on focusing and producing his very best.
100.
There is quite simply no room for error for Jeff Smith from here.
Well, he can't afford any sort of real down periods,
60.
can he? He's got to find some big numbers. I mean, this is a mini opportunity. 140 here had helped the cause. That's pretty good.
131.
Good as.
Only.
Well, that's poor. Smith gets a ton here. He's on a finish. Anything better would be a bonus.
No, just low. Can he get one over the top? Wow, he's throwing that one from Hampshire.
41.
For those of you watching overseas, Hampshire is a fair way away from the lakeside.
100.
The next county. The Waites is on the finish. Oh, excellent. Good darts. What a great time to do it. His 6th maximum.
Scotland acquire 156.
That's why the crowd have warmed to Jeff Smith this week.
Oh, double 18 for a 1.56.
Yes, Scott Waites.
Stunning darts.
Fabulous
Stunning
finish.
darts, and he's
Fifth leg,
one leg
James
away
go first. Game on.
from the title.
Of such moments are champions made. And Scott Waites, while Smith put the pressure on, responded
57.
in true champion fashion. Magnificent checkout.
1.56, his highest checkout of the tournament so far.
40.
Well, as we get our breath back, that means that one more leg, and Scott Waites is the 2016 BDO World Champion. And he's got a little smile on his lips.
43.
He senses that he is closing in now, and that is his destiny and not Jeff Smith's. Huh, how about that?
180.
I wonder if Jeff Smith still believes.
Well, he applauded his opponent, didn't he, when he got that magnificent checkout
41.
and the touch of hands before this crucial leg began. And Smith, I think, knows that he is very much up against it now. That's a good cover shot.
95.
Not on a finish yet, but Smith a long way back.
He's not far away, is he, Scott Waites? That trophy that they can both see
81.
just to the right of the oche. Well, it's within touching distance now.
186. That's a terrific first dart. And he's followed it. Coming down.
145.
It wasn't a million miles away from the bullseye, was it? But that is quality throwing, and 2 more darts could polish this one off. 41 is all that he needs
57.
now to take the title.
Scott acquire 41.
He won the title in 2013. He struggled with shoulder trouble. He's back to full fitness. He's back to his best. And he is world champion once again. Scott Waites wins a one-sided World Championship final. Jeff Smith we will see again next year. Didn't produce his best on the biggest occasion, but wow, it was brutal from Scotty to Hottie. A 2-time world champion.
He's been the player of the week. Those matches against Gert de Vos and against Glenn Durrant were spectacular.